Hi there. Welcome. Welcome to Chameleon Healing and welcome to our garden. On today's episode, I'll be talking to you about one of my absolute favorite plants, something called mugwort, scientifically known as Artemesia vulgaris. First up, I'd like to talk about its growth habit. Now, mugwort's pretty wild. It will grow almost anywhere that you put it. Full sun, partial shade. Now, it doesn't like full shade, but any manner of sun that you can give it, it will be happy with. Now, as I mentioned, its growth habit is wild. Now, what that means is if you don't have the space for it to go wild, then leave it in a pot. It's more than happy growing in a pot. This is an example of one growing in a pot. Now, you can see its roots are coming out. That's okay. It will find water wherever it can. Mugwort, as you can see the leaf here, has quite a fluffy leaf. It's quite soft, almost velvety, and it's very aromatic. So you don't even need to crush it before you can smell, oh, it smells so good, smell its medicinal properties. Now, because it's so aromatic, it's been used since the Iron Age. So this plant has a long history with us humans. You may be asking, where do I plant mugwort? Anywhere you like, really. As I mentioned, it's happy with full sun, partial shade, loves to live in a pot, also will love you if you put it in the ground. You do need the space if you're going to put it in the ground. It will absolutely love to have irregular water, but it can also survive on minimal watering as well. It may even look dead. It will come back. With just a little touch of water, you'll see new shoots springing up from the bottom from a previously cut stem. Now, mugwort loves to be cut back and harvested. I'll post a different video on how to harvest and process plants a bit later, but for now, just know your mugwort plant can be cut back. It can be cut back quite vigorously as well, and you can do it any time of the year. Mugwort is predominantly a medicinal herb. It does have culinary uses as well as spiritual and cultural significance. It can be eaten raw in a salad. It can be used as a herb and spice to flavour meat, fat, and fish. Now, with fat, it actually helps your body to digest the fats easier, hence it's been used for quite some time. Mugwort can also be made into an essential oil or tincture. I also make tinctures, which I'll post a separate video on how to make tinctures in the coming months. Tinctures are great because they can be taken orally and they're quite concentrated. So not a lot needs to be taken and the effects go straight into the bloodstream. Mugwort can also be used as a salve, as an essential oil, or it can be used in moxibustion. Now, what's moxibustion, I hear you asking? Moxibustion is a process by which a dried herb is burnt, much like a smudge stick, and it's used over pressure points in the body. Now, that's used in the process of healing. So mugwort is quite an essential healing herb. Personally, I think it's your number one to start with in any medicinal garden. So, what is mugwort used for? In the past, mugwort has been used to aid with restlessness, anxiety, sleep deprivation, stress relief, headache relief, helps with digestive issues, promotes dreaming, can promote circulation, supports liver function, it relieves muscle aches and cramps, and even helps with menstrual flow. Because of this last point, mugwort is not recommended to be ingested in any way, shape, or form while pregnant. So, having said all of that, how do you take mugwort? Really, it comes down to how each and every one of you prefer to take your herbs. I personally enjoy herbal teas. A herbal tea is an instant boost into your body, and you can actually taste the medicine as it's going to work. Another way that I personally like to work with mugwort is in a tincture. So I like to blend mugwort with other herbs that I'll be detailing in other videos to make a sleep aid or an anxiety aid or just a general chill out, relax tincture. Now for some historical usage. Mugwort has been used almost daily since the Iron Age. We have quite a long history with this plant. It's used all over the world, with some countries even having their own common version. So there's a Chinese mugwort, there's a Norwegian mugwort, an Alpine mugwort, a Korean mugwort, and even a Japanese mugwort. The one I have here, Artemesia vulgaris, is just the common mugwort. So this one. Now this mugwort is actually in the same family as absinthe. That's Artemesia absinthineum. I'll be making a separate video on that at a later stage. So these two are related. Same family, same genus, different species. In medieval Europe, mugwort was used as a magical protective herb. They even used it as an insecticide to ward off moths. Interestingly, Roman soldiers used to put it under their feet between their sandals to aid with foot fatigue and muscle cramps on their long journeys. In Japan, they use it to make kusamochi, a special type of mugwort mochi. So really, as you can see, it's used all over the world. Now for a fun fact. Mugwort was once used to flavour beer. Before the use of hops in beer making, so we're talking in the Iron Age, people used mugwort because of its bitter aromatic flavour. Isn't that crazy? Mugwort beer. Now, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave me a message. I'll be responding and I'm happy to do more information. If there's something you'd like to know, just reach out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. If you enjoy this type of content, there'll be much more going forwards. This is just the first one. Thank you and bye for now.